So all suffering is caused by our mind, and suffering results from two things: attachments and aversions. Spiritual maturity is emotional maturity. They are one and the same. We are never, ever, ever shaming you for anything. If you feel that feeling, it is an old, programmed, stereotyped, conditioned feeling given to you from someone else. For some, it's the first time they've ever been in the presence of unconditional love. But you can begin to find that by experimenting, by trying things, by being curious, and by leaning into what feels good for you. Whatever you do with loving intention, no matter how small or how large, it has eternal value. It has eternal weight of transformation. Just welcoming the Judah angels, all the archangels, Archangel Michael behind, Archangel Raphael on the right, Gabriel on the left, Uriel beneath, Sandalphon above, and Metatron all around. And we also want to uninvite any religious spirits that might be hanging around here. Any false or pretensive spirits. We ask that your emotional pain would be smoothed out and addressed, and that you be released from this place and from this time. Hello, dear and precious ones. We are Judah. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all those who are here and all those who will come through some other medium or form in the future. It is our pleasure to be connected with you. We are now locking in on each field of consciousness represented here. In order to give you the message that is most advantageous for you at this time. You are here because you feel called. You feel a calling, a drawing. You feel a magnetic and attractive pull towards us, towards our angelic force, towards our angelic love, grace, wisdom, insight, and information. And we are pleased at this attractive force that has brought you here, and we are pleased at the courage that you have exhibited by responding to this call, by trusting yourself and what you feel in this call and this pull to come forward. For many of you have made great sacrifices of time, energy, finance, sacrifice time with your family and those that you love and care for the most in order to be in this space for this time. And we want you to know that as you have entered this space, you have entered into a timeless space, a spacious, vast, unlimited space. And the time that you spend here, that you might clock on the clock face, we will say, is going to be radically expanded. And you can receive months, years, decades of insight, information, revelation in this short span of time. It's really up to you. It's up to you and to your soul and the level of receptivity that you want to exude. Yes? Yeah, so open up wide. Open up. Open up and receive. There's so much to receive here. So much that goes beyond the words that this vessel or this gentleman or you might speak amongst yourselves. There are energies that are transformative, that are available and flowing. Eternal insight, inspiration. This is a spiral, a golden spiral. You can get caught in it. It's a vortex. It is an upwardly mobile spiral for your soul this evening. Step in, step in, step in, step in by faith. Yes? Don't observe, just observe. Tonight, enter through intention. Everything is done by intention. Everything is done by intention. Everything. Many of you have said things such as, Judah, we would like to learn how to remote view. We would like to learn how to channel. We would like to astral travel and so on. Well, we're telling you, you're already doing these things. When you look at your phone in your social media feed and you give attention to an image, let's say perhaps of a retreat in Italy, or a beautiful dish on the plate in a Parisian cafe, you have then astral traveled, you have energetically traveled into that scene, into that place. You have gone there with your energy, you see? You can go anywhere in your thoughts. You can go anywhere through your intention. You can be in more than one place at a time. You're very used to doing this. You're doing it all the time. You're at work, but you're thinking about what's going at home. You're at home, but you're thinking about what's going on at work. You're at work, but you're thinking about what's going on at your child's school, and so on. Yes? And so the only difference in all of that and what we are speaking to you about is your focus. Your focus, and knowing that you can control and master your attention, and where you travel, and where you go, and where you are energetically, and so on. And this is the way of an enlightened master. An enlightened master is everywhere all at once. Yes? But they can also focus their consciousness in service to humanity, in service to one, in service to a few, or in service to the world. Yes, we recently showed this vessel a picture of what is going on to her. Sometimes it is frustrating for those who work and live in close proximity to her because she's not always present. She is in many places all at once. Yes? So her body may be in one place, but her consciousness can be in many places. So we gave her a metaphor to explain what is going on with her. It is like a bag of flour. Imagine ripping open a bag of flour and imagine it bursting into the air in a cloud of white. Yes? Wouldn't it be very difficult to gather up that flour once you had burst it in this way? Very challenging, yes? And so for her, not always, and for many enlightened ones, their consciousness is like this bag of flour that is free-floating everywhere in all many places. When you tap into the larger field of consciousness, which is God, God is consciousness, God is energy, God is light, God is intention. It is like this burst bag of flour. It is everything all at once, everywhere all at once, myriads of particles, of experiences in consciousness. And so we also gave her in this metaphor, put in her hand this measuring cup, yes? And so sometimes it is a challenge, but it is important to gather the flour into the measuring cup so that it becomes of use to bake up something nourishing for others, yes? And so you can learn how to allow your focus to disperse in many places at once, and you can also learn how to focus it, bring it into that measuring cup, so you can bake a beautiful cake of love or grace or mercy or healing or shared community and consciousness, yes? You are exactly where you are meant to be. Yes, this vessel was somewhat chastised by a comment, yes, this week. Someone who said, Jan, same old stuff, I've heard it before. Okay, that's fine, fair enough, but have you mastered it? Have you mastered what has been said to you? Are you living it? Is your lived experience, or is it still something that you are hearing flowing through this vessel or another or many other vessels that can be, or flowing even out of your own mouth, Are you experientially living what you have heard? And until you have lived the message that we speak, we will continue to speak the same message. And when you have embodied, when you have owned it, when it is yours and it belongs to you and it is part of your essence, we will move on to something else. Fair enough? Yes. This vessel remembers as a school teacher teaching a little child perhaps to tie their shoe. She might show them over and over, patiently, slowly, talking them through it, showing, demonstrating, allowing them to try, to practice. Sometimes they didn't want to be shown again. I can do it, they would say, but yet their shoes were untied. I can do it, they would say, but yet they were still tripping over their own shoelaces. You don't need to show me again, miss. I have done this before, teacher. I know how to do it, but yet they were still going around with their shoes untied. And so has been her love. It is our love. It is our love to continue to show you how to tie your shoes until you have mastered this and taken responsibility for yourself, yes? And we are eternally patient, eternally patient. The problem, you see, was not her patience with the child. The problem was the child was impatient with their self, yes? Because they had not yet mastered this key skill. And so they projected their frustration onto her. But in truth, it was their own upset within about their own inability at the time to master the skill. And some of these children literally did not have the dexterity to make their little fingers do what needed to be done. Yes, and that is okay. We are never, ever shaming you for anything. Nothing we say to you should ever induce guilt or shame in you. If you feel that feeling, it is an old, programmed, stereotyped, conditioned feeling given to you from someone else, but never from us. We are endlessly patient and willing to instruct you as long as is needed, until you master what is given yours to master. And you shall. You shall, you shall, you shall. You will master your thoughts. You will master your emotions. You will master your physiology. We're here to tell you that as the human race, you specifically and all of you collectively come into your enlightened state. There will be an end to dis-ease. There will be an end to war. There will be an end to mental illness. There will be an end to so many things. And you can be a wayshower. You can be a door opener. You can be a gatekeeper. You can be a lighthouse and a torch bearer by doing these things for yourself, by mastering yourself. And self-mastery never comes through efforting, striving, pushing, forcing. It always comes through allowing. And this vessel is going to teach you tonight, in this very time, how you begin to release and allow, release and allow, release and allow. Spirit is found in flow. Spirit is found in wisdom. Do you feel the flow of what we are saying to you tonight? We want to assure you it is absolutely, perfectly effortless for this vessel to express us in this way. It is much like this beautiful swimmer this Michael Phelps, yes? Know that when you watch him, there is an enormous amount of energy and physicality involved in his motion and his action of what he is doing, but doesn't it look effortless? It is flow. It is flow. It is effortless. Look for what and where and how you experience this effortless flow, and do more of that. As this vessel spoke earlier, she began to experience in her life that music and channeling. These are her states of flow, and teaching, states of flow, effortless. What are yours? What are yours? You may not know, you may have no idea what your skills and talents have been. And that is no fault of your own, my dear. It is only that you have been conditioned by life and key persons, places, and things in your life to behave in a manner that suits their agenda. And you haven't yet had the opportunity to find out what brings you joy, what gives you peace, what feels effortless and flowing for you. Yes? But you can begin to find that by experimenting, by trying things, by being curious, and by leaning into what feels good for you. You see, this vessel's partner also is an example of this flow. For we will tell you there are tens of thousands of acupuncturists on the planet. Why is it that he was able to attract extraordinary abundance and wealth and excitement and joy in his work for all those years? It was his place of flow, effortless flow. In fact, he could even treat others at times in a state of total bliss. And it does not matter, as he has said many times, did not matter where he put the needles, what point they went into, whether they were in the head or the foot or the arm, made no difference. What mattered was the intention of love, and the energy that that filtered through him, flowed through him as a channel into the needle, into the body of the one he cared for. You see, it really doesn't matter what you do, really, in truth. It can be taking out the garbage, or gardening, or cooking, or digging a ditch. Whatever it is, if there is flow in it, if there is life, if there is joy, then you are in the right place, doing the right thing in the right way for the right purpose. And you may not even know why. And that does not matter at all, for all of heaven knows why, and consciousness knows why. And so you find this place of flow and this place of magic. You recognize it because the one in front of you receiving it is enthralled by the beauty of the moment. Yes? Enthralled, overtaken with a sense of love, a sense of being valued, a sense of being heard, a sense of being guided, a sense of being safe, a sense of being known, a sense of belonging and connection. And so you can facilitate this sense in the other through many, many, many different modalities. It can be as simple as placing an aspirin in their hand and giving them a glass of water. You see, both Jesus and the Buddha were gravely misunderstood. Jesus said, if you give a cup of cold water in my name, it has eternal worth and value, and it has a reward that can never be erased. And the Buddha said, bring me your flowers. Yes, a flower or a bit of food given to me with honor has also this eternal worth. And both Christians and Buddhists have twisted these sayings. And now the Buddhists lay these flowers and these bits of food in front of a golden statue. But this is not of what the Buddha was speaking or what the Christ was speaking. They were saying, whatever you do with loving intention, no matter how small or how large, it has eternal value. It has eternal way of transformation. You see, this vessel continues to pass a beautiful soul on the street corner almost every day, holding a sign about her homeless condition. And this vessel has spoken with her and learned her name. And every day she wants to stop and get out and have more conversation or do something to alleviate her suffering. But we keep telling her, no, 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 no. Just look her way, look her way. Set the intention in your heart that we are sending our love, our care, our protection, our guidance to her. Use your intention. Intention trumps action. Intention is action. Yes? Good, 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 good. We want you to remember, you're doing fine. You're always doing fine. You are enough. You are never broken. What feels broken to you is simply a layer of density, destruction, disaster, negativity the culture has laid on you. But it is not you. You are whole. You are perfect. And you are in the perfection of your time. Good. Ask Judah event if you have a question for Judah, or you want some healing and maybe you're not in a position to afford a personal session right now. You can show up for that event. We have an hour where I take questions. I can't get everybody in, but I'll get as many people in as I can. You can ask Judah a question directly. And in the second hour, we do a group healing. They are very powerful and transformative, and we would love to see you there. Okay, much love to all of you. Seats are limited to 100 participants. Learn more and register by following the link in description, scanning the QR code, or by going to www.TheJudahChannel.com/events. Reserve your spot today.